Welcome back, guys. We have Shahina and Tristan. You've seen them in videos before. We are going to watch a video and react to it. We have no idea what this is, but we will pause it along the way. We will tell you the good. We will tell you the bad that we observe. And please, go ahead and do the same in the comments.
Hi, how you doing?
Was I speeding?
No, you weren't speeding. You don't have your back lights on.
They don't turn on. They're automatic. These are auto lights that come on. So that's what's on right now.
Okay.
It only...
You don't have any way to turn them on?
My back lights?
Yeah, so like a lot of times...
When I brake?
No, like your tail lights just aren't on at all. So when you brake, your lights will activate, but like when you're just driving on the road regularly...
These are just auto lights. I don't really know how to fix that.
Okay. It's if you twist it over, usually...
Then my brights are on.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And
I don't know how to fix it.
I don't think I'm allowed to have my brights on when I'm on the main
street. Every car's different. Yeah, you're not. But there's got to be a way to have your back lights on.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say, can you go ahead and put the car in park?
This is a rental car. This isn't even mine. If you looked at my plates already, this is a rental car.
Okay, that's fine. Do you have your license on you?
I have a state ID.
Okay.
She's pretty jumpy, it seems like. She's like, yeah, no. Oh, sorry, I swear. She just seems very, like, anxious and jumpy, if you ask me. We'll see what this turns into.
Can you put your car in park for me? Okay. And do you have your ID on you?
I have a state ID. Can you hit me in my purse?
What are you guys out doing?
I'm taking them home right now.
Oh, okay.
I don't have my state ID. I don't know if you can look it up.
Yeah, I can take down your name. What's your first name?
Jahda, Jahda.
And your last name?
Davis, Davis.
You have a middle name?
R.
Okay. And what's your birthday? Okay. And have you guys been drinking?
Public service announcement, guys. Memorize your driver's license number. If you can do that, you know, like you're just helping out the officer and you're making yourself look a lot better.
I've advised a lot of people to take a picture of their driver's license because when you're in the moment when you're pulled over, you're like, I don't know where my wallet is, and you're trying to pull out your ID from that little plastic strip. It's so hard. So
exactly, that's a good idea. Yep. All the time, I hop in the car. Oh shit! I'm gonna go pick up the kids or whatever, and I'm like, I don't even know where my wallet is.
Oh yeah, that too.
All the time, but yeah, I'm like, at least I know my driver's license number and I got my info down, so I can hopefully still get out of there and go pick up the kids on time.
No,
nobody's been drinking at all. Okay.
She just got off at gym.
Okay, it smells like alcohol in the car. That's why I'm asking. Okay. So
you don't have any alcohol in the car.
I know. I'm saying if you have been drinking, it smells like somebody's been drinking. So that's why I'm asking.
Okay.
All right.
Exactly.
So you haven't had, none of you have had anything to drink?
We were at a party.
Okay. All right. Well, just give me 1 sec. I'm gonna be right back with you. Okay.
Okay.
You can tell that they're the ones in the one in the back seat's drunk for sure. And I tried to explain to the driver though, like somebody's been drinking in this car. And they're like, no, we haven't been drinking. So. No, I didn't even ask because they just kept going off on. He kept telling me a bunch of stupid information that I didn't need to know. And the chick was like, oh, well, I don't have my ID on me. So she gave me her name and date of birth. Yeah. And then it's like dealer plates. She's like, well, this isn't my car. That's why the lights weren't on. And then she stopped like this. So
yeah, I was going to say, she did stop on like
so I'm
the
just
left lane.
Yeah, I'm just going to see if she'll do some tests for me.
So I think for the viewers at home, it may be helpful to say like, I mean, you can't just stop it. An officer can't just stop anybody and now say, get out of the car, we're doing breathalyzers, right? He has to have a reasonable, articulatable suspicion that there's, she's possibly under the influence.
But he can ask you to get out of the car.
He can ask you to get out of the car. Yes, exactly right. Yes, he can ask you to get out of the car, even command you out of the car. But, he said, I'm going to go have her do the fields. He articulated his suspicions there, what to his partner or whatever it was. What do you think? You think he's got enough to go on there or is it a little flimsy?
I mean, a little flimsy, but you can tell from the way she pulled over and then how she reacted. And not only that, but she does not have her license on her. That's also another reason to ask someone to step out because there's a legitimate reason. DUI suspicion, I don't know. There's no slurred speech. There's no alcohol coming from her or her breath specifically. He does see an intoxicated person in the back. Not that means that she's intoxicated.
Which is why I think actually asking her to get out of the car is the right move here. Because if she gets out and the smell of alcohol does not persist with her, then he knows, okay, it's from the car. If she gets out, keeps going, then he knows, okay, there's another problem here. So I think that's actually the right move here.
Yeah, that's it. Officer's move to separate her from everybody else. Plus, he sees her out of the car. She's wobbling around. What are her mannerisms and actions there? He's just building up some more info here to say, hey, he's going to get a few more clues, I'm guessing, or at least try to get a few more clues before he goes in to do the fields. But yeah, I think it's legit that he's getting her out of the car based on this.
Eddie, you said you had nothing to drink tonight, right?
No.
Okay. Would you mind just doing a few tests for me to see?
None of us. But you pulled me over for lights. Isn't that a warning?
No, it can be a ticket.
I've gotten pulled over for my lights not being on, and I've sworn every time that's a warning.
It's a violation, so you can write somebody a ticket for it. Like I said, I want to, like I said, I can smell the odor of alcoholic beverage coming from inside your guy's car.
But you pulled me over for lights.
Yes, that's still a valid reason to stop you.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. I thought that was just a warning because I've been pulled over for my lights before, and they've given me a warning for that because I looked it up and it said that that's not an actual
That's not.
I just looked it up on my phone.
Okay, what is it?
I can show you.
Okay.
It just said that that's not an actual.
I haven't been to police training. I don't know the IVC or anything.
Can I show you? It just told me that
show me
that's
what it is. It says you have to have 2 lights activated, 2 in the front and 2 in the back.
So my lights didn't come on in the back.
I explained that to you. They weren't on.
What is that like? What do you mean by lights?
Your lights were not on in the back.
When
That means
braked?
that nobody could see you when you were driving down the road if they.
All right, I get it. You don't want to get out of the car, right? I understand, and you're trying to talk your way out of it. I understand where you're coming from, but
Just annoying the guy.
yeah, you're just so wrong. Like your logic here is just. I get no, my lights were on. That would be like no. You did not have a basis to stop me. My lights are on. You can see them now. Then you'd be like, okay, the officer's actually mistaken, but she wasn't aware of that. She's not sure. She kind of is admitting, like, oh yeah, I didn't even realize it's not my car.
All the other times I got pulled over for my lights.
Exactly right. And sure, I bet you most of the time when nothing else is at play, you will get a warning. Turn them on. Drive away safely. But yes, you absolutely can get a ticket for that violation.
Yeah.
And even if you couldn't, even if he chose to just give her a warning, it doesn't matter. We're past that.
He can still
now.
stop your car for that
Yes,
reason.
he can still stop
even
your
if he
car.
can't ticket you because
Yes.
it's a safety issue.
Yes, I've described to clients many times a DUI as like stair steps, right? You get to climb. It starts with just this little traffic stop, and in the end, we're all the way up here with a DUI charge, and you're in handcuffs. And it can't just go from. It typically doesn't go from the first step to the last step. There's a bunch of little milestones in between, and those milestones are typically. What's the reason they pulled you over? What's that suspicion of DUI? How did you perform on those tests? And what clues are there? Is there probable cause to make the arrest, right? And so she's just trying to kind of twist it around.
One thing I'll give her is she's got a good amount of very clear, well-articulated speech. She's not slurring.
Speech she has,
she's defending herself. I mean, if she's super drunk, I don't think she'd be able to do counterpoint with the cop like that.
Yeah, I agree.
So that does help her. She doesn't seem drunk to me.
No, I agree with you. I don't like her
The attitude,
our
the
argument,
demeanor,
but
yeah.
I mean, I just don't like her argument based on it. There's no legal basis for it, but yeah, I think there's no
She has
suspicion.
Mr. Google as her lawyer. So.
She does have Google as her lawyer, right? Exactly. So, but I don't know. I don't see a DUI here so far.
They were behind you, and it's all recorded on camera. So.
Okay. I guess I'm just kind of confused, but all of us can step out.
Nope, I just need you to step out because you're the one driving.
Okay.
Bring the party.
Okay, you haven't had anything to drink, right?
No. I
Okay.
mean, we went to a party, but I don't think that anything that we were containing or anything like that
Okay.
has us under the influence as being drunk.
Okay.
What does that mean?
How old are you?
Or 0.8, right?
108? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're how old?
20.
20? Okay. All right, so just come over here.
No .08 for her.
Right, exactly. I think in all states, you're not allowed to consume alcohol. It's illegal to consume alcohol if you're under 21. She's under 21. She's got a passenger in the back seat who, we can maybe assume is under 21 as well. That would be a
That's what
violation.
they're lying, obviously. Now
Right.
I didn't realize how young she was, but
Right.
now I understand a little better.
Exactly. And then she's like, well, no, I don't think I consumed anything that would make me a point up. Right.
Intoxicated.
Exactly. Right. So, yeah, it's tough. She should, obviously. I don't know if she is drinking, driving. First of all, don't. Second of all, don't answer these questions. It's like,
Yeah.
this officer is definitely going to outfox her when it comes to, this DUI investigation. There's no question about it. So and that's true for most people, right? Like, I'm not saying just because she's 20 years old, like most people are going to get outfoxed by a good officer when it comes to this. What's your one anecdote to that? Shut up and don't say anything.
And you said you were at a party, you drank a little bit though? Is that what you said? Mm-hmm. Okay, how much did you drink?
Not enough to be drunk.
Okay, all right.
Oh no.
So just really quick, I'm going to run you through some tests to make sure you're good to drive, all right?
Okay.
So it's kind of like a little slope here, so I want to do the test right over here. I just had to turn these lights off. All right, the first test I'm going to do, I'm going to check your eyes, so can you take your hat off for me? Feet, heels, toes together, arms down your sides, just like this, okay? All right, I'm going to check your eyes. I want you to look at the top of my pen. I want you to keep your head still and follow the top of my pen with your eyes and your eyes only. Do not move your head. Do you understand?
Okay.
Okay. All right. And then the next part of the test we're going to do is a walking test, okay?
Can I put this back on?
Yep, you can put your hat back on. You don't have problems walking?
Nope.
Any like back, leg, neck issues or anything like that?
Scoliosis, that's it. My
okay,
back.
but that doesn't prevent you from walking like a straight line or anything?
Walk a little bit on my tiptoes, that's about it.
Okay, all right. So just, again, I'm going to read a set of instructions to you, okay? I'll demonstrate the test and then I'll let you know when you can start, okay?
Okay.
All right, so what I want you to do is put your right foot in front of your left foot with your right heel touching your left toe and your arms down at your sides. Perfect. Hold that position for me. Do not begin until I tell you to. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. Once you begin, don't stop until you've completed the test. Keep your arms at your sides at all times. Watch your feet at all times and count your steps out loud. When I say begin, you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps down the line, turn around and take 9 heel-to-toe steps back. I want you to make your turn by keeping your front foot on the line and then use your other foot to turn yourself around with several small steps. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate that for you real quick. It'll look just like this, okay? Just did 3 for demonstration because if I was to do the whole thing, I would walk past you.
Okay.
So you're going to do 9.
Tell me when to stop?
Yep. Well, you'll do 9 down and back like I explained, but the only thing different from what I showed you was I only did 3 steps. So you'll do 9, okay?
Can I start whenever?
Yep, you can go ahead and start.
Definitely heel to toe, pretty straight. Arms at her side.
7, 8, 9.
Small steps back. Everyone screws this up.
You go ahead and turn around and do 9 back.
Okay. Does this first one count as one?
That's a good question.
Yes.
1, 2.
She's doing pretty well.
She's doing great, yeah.
5, 6, 7.
Okay. The last part of the test we're going to do is a one-leg stand, okay?
Okay.
When I tell you to, raise either foot.
Can I make a prediction?
Yes.
She's going to do really well on this test too, and then she's going to blow. It's going to be a .02, but she's going to be screwed because she's 20.
Yeah, maybe.
Something like that.
Right. She did pretty well on that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She did great, yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
One of the best ones I've seen.
Yeah.
Right, right. Like I would play that for a judge
Any day.
or a jury, no problem.
Yeah.
You raise either foot of your choice parallel to the ground, approximately 6 inches off the ground. Keep both legs straight and hold that position while you count aloud in the following manner: 1001, 1002, 1003, and so on until I tell you to stop. Watch your raised foot while you're counting and keep your arms at your side. All right, you can begin.
1001, 1002.
She's gonna go to 30.
Raise that foot up a little bit higher for me, okay?
1004,
Thank you.
1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1011. Keep going.
Yep, keep going.
1012, 1013.
Just make sure you're watching that foot too, okay?
2015, 2016, 2014.
All right, you could stop.
25.
Okay, so
Wait, what'd
She did really well.
She did great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. She put her foot down
Put
at
her foot
11,
down.
but
She was-
I mean, you could argue like she
was
counts to
seeking
10, and she's like,
clarification.
okay, cool,
What do I do?
good,
Yeah, I
keep
know.
going, all right.
And
I mean,
she
you
put
could
it back up immediately without issue.
Exactly.
No balance problems. I mean, she looked great.
Right, exactly. I mean, it's not like these are not pass-fail tests. It's not like, oh, you got one wrong, you're drunk, right? These are argued over, right? And I don't know how you could really watch that and be like, she's hammered. Shouldn't be behind the wheel of a car. Has no control of her, functions, right? Like there's just, you can't conclude that from watching that. She does pretty damn good. Any predictions? I know you said she's going to blow, be under, and be in trouble. What are you thinking?
I think this arrest is going to escalate in some way. We never get any normal videos.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's going to escalate in some way. I don't know if there's a fight or she's resisting. I think that's what's going to happen, and that's going to get her in trouble.
I hope not, but we'll see.
So you're under the age of 21.
Okay.
You admitted to drinking to me. Okay. You know you have to blow absolute zeros to be able to drive, right?
So I don't think, basically I said everyone in this car has drank. I did not say to you that I have drank.
You literally just said that you drank.
I said everyone in this car because they wanted me to admit to you that they had drank because they thought that you were going to breathalyze all of us.
You just told me right over here that you drank at a party.
Yeah. But I thought you were asking for everyone in the car.
And I'm noticing...
I don't know my rights if I'm being completely honest. I thought you were going to breathalyze all of us.
No, I'm going to breathalyze you right now because...
You're the driver.
I'm noticing indicators of impairment, and I want to be sure that what I'm seeing from our tests are accurate.
Okay.
You're under the age of 21, so you can't drink and drive at all.
I think that's a really important distinction. We've done these with people under 21 before. I mean, yeah, it's just not the same rules. I mean, that is... Does that say normal? Does that say normal police? Is this normal Illinois? This is where I went to college. I don't recognize it.
ISU?
Yeah, ISU. If that's normal, I see it. Do you see it on the side of the cop car? And he did say IVC earlier. Did you guys catch that? Illinois Vehicle Code.
Yeah, that made me think. Or Indiana.
It could be Indiana. It could be, you keep going. That might be it. But yes, so that tipped me off earlier, but I did not recognize the area. But normal, I've had some normal police interactions before.
It's all right.
I really have to go to the bathroom.
It's okay. All right.
Oh, no.
Can you just blow into this until it clicks?
Don't peer.
No, hang on. Just a nice steady breath, okay? All right, go ahead. All right, hang on. You gotta.
I'm sorry, I'm literally going to the bathroom right now.
I can give you a second.
Can I just go pee? Really? You can come with me. You can literally come with me. I don't care, but I really have to go to the bathroom.
Okay. I mean, if you absolutely can't hold it, we can make that work, I guess.
She can come with me, but I'm literally peeing my pants right now.
Okay. All right. She can go with you. Yeah, just blow in this nice steady breath until it clicks, okay? We're at a .103.
0.103, what does that mean? Under 0.8?
That means you're over the legal limit.
Okay.
Okay, so you do have to be placed under arrest.
Okay.
Okay.
So what did you say it was? Sorry.
She did
So wait,
really
she'd
well.
peed, right? I was worried for her. She was able to pee. Okay, good. I don't want anybody peeing their pants here. Good. That was nice that they let her do that because we've totally had cases before where people have done that, and it doesn't look very good for your DUI either. Exactly, it doesn't look very good for your DUI if you pee your pants.
And you get nicknamed PP Pants.
Can we talk about how she blew .10 and she...
Yes, we can talk about that. Yes.
I kind of want to talk about her tolerance level first.
Right.
Like,
not her first drink.
No, not her first drink, but I mean,
college kid. I mean,
exactly, and 20 and
young,
athletic,
healthy,
right? Not overweight, right? So I mean, goes to show you what
she can hold her drinks.
She can hold her drinks, it seems, but I mean, it's not that high. But she can hold her drinks. She can also hold her leg up. I mean,
she can't hold the bladder.
She can't hold the bladder. Yes, exactly. She was really, really impressive field sobriety tests for being a .1.
She would not be a cheap date.
103.
103? Can I look at it?
It's gone now. I just showed it to you a second ago.
Sorry,
You're going to get the opportunity to blow again when we get back to the police department. Okay?
Can I do it right now? Really
it's not like a math test that you can just do better on the second.
I told you.
I'm sorry. I didn't see it.
No, we're gonna go back to the police department and then.
Am I allowed to do it one more time?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Can I do it right here, please? I'd like to see it because I didn't see it.
You're gonna be able to see a printed out version.
I want to see it right now if that's okay.
No,
am I allowed to?
No.
I'm asking her. Is that okay?
She's not in charge. She's the backup
You're not in
officer.
charge.
This is traffic stop.
So
but you.
103.
You saw it?
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Okay. Sorry. I didn't know if I was allowed to look at it. Is it possible you can come pee with me again?
What's that?
I don't need a female officer to watch me. I don't want to pee my pants again. Will you come with me outside? You can follow me.
We're literally going to the police department. It's like a mile away.
I'm peeing on your seat.
Right now?
Yes.
It's like, mother.
These are not the plastic ones.
Hang on, don't get out. Don't get out. There's a car coming. She's peeing again.
Normal.
Oh my God.
No way this chick just did that.
Stop! No! Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
You called it.
Stop!
Hey, 6, we got one taking off on us. She's trying to drive away.
Okay. 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 Okay, ma'am. Okay. 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 Okay.
Keep that on, keep that on.
Okay. Get out. I literally get out.
Terrible idea.
Ow!
Where's your body cam?
I don't know. You okay?
You okay?
What's the matter?
Here's your body cam.
You slammed me on my chest.
Or do you need the ambulance?
Do you need rescue?
Can you get an ambulance?
Yeah.
Okay, what are you hurting? What's hurting?
My chest.
Your chest? Okay, go to your side. Roll to your side.
I can't feel my hands.
You can't feel your
They're
hands?
numb. They're numb and tingling.
You said they're numb and tingling? What else is tingling?
My legs.
Your legs? Can you move your legs?
Yes.
I slammed her pretty hard.
Okay,
I
I'm
think.
gonna have you sit up,
My,
okay?
my hands
I'm gonna
are
have you
numb.
sit
My
up.
hands are numb.
Okay, I'm gonna have you sit up. Ready?
They're numb.
I'm gonna have you sit up, okay? Sit up.
So now they're gonna do a blood draw.
Yep.
Are your legs all right?
Going to the hospital is not smart.
Yeah, no. So, well, listen, all right. All right,
not the
now I think we
diversion.
can pause and talk about what just happened. Shahina, first of all, you were right.
Yeah.
Good guess. You're like, yeah, I know. That struggle went on for a little while there. It seemed to me like, you know, they come to the car door, right? And I don't know, they pull it open, but she doesn't just come quiet. She's like hanging onto the steering wheel. At one point, I see her legs kind of tucked back in and under the pedals and everything. So yeah, quite a struggle. Quite a struggle. Culminates with, it seems like these two officers slamming her pretty hard face down on the grass, sort of concrete area here. This was a DUI that was going to end with her
Getting arrested.
getting a misdemeanor and released a few hours later. And, you know, obviously it's a big deal for the person getting a DUI, but in the end, she's going to be just fine. This is as long as, you know, she's not going to affect her career, her life, or whatever. You get through it and you move on and you don't repeat the mistake again.
And not super traumatic.
Not super traumatic. Now,
Oh, yeah.
the choice to run from the back, flee the back of the police car somehow. I don't even know how she did that. They didn't cuff
Pee.
her.
It was the pee. It was the fake pee. the
Yeah,
second
that's
time.
right. The fake pee this time. I'm literally peeing in your
So
back
I'm guessing
seat.
they uncuffed her.
I
And
guess.
let her
So she could squat and, and then she took off.
to take her
off.
pants. Oh.
Took off running. Was never going to get anywhere. Even if she gets in that car,
Where's she gonna
drives
go?
away.
With 5 other people. Yeah.
Where's she going to go? They know who she is already. They got 3 other girls.
Canada's a long way away.
Canada. She's got 3 other drunk girls in the car who are gonna sing like canaries if they ever get. Yeah, she's not like getting away with this. But dude, they slammed her pretty hard, and I can't. You know, it's so hard to see. You got a body camera rattling around. I'm not sitting here trying to say that they shouldn't have or it was excessive. I don't know. She was clearly trying to close that door, climb back in that car. But she got. I can just tell by the way the officers are responding now that she got slammed pretty hard. Those
Right.
cops are like, oh,
Yeah.
I know, but I don't think going to the hospital. I think that's a default move. A lot of people like, oh, buy some time, blah, 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 blah.
Tell me about that, though. What do you mean by default move?
Like, crap, they're going to arrest me. How do I avoid getting arrested immediately? Oh, I say I'm hurt, then they'll have to take me to the hospital
Yes.
first. That'll buy me some time.
Right, we see that a lot,
Yeah.
right? Yes, but why is that a bad idea?
Well, I mean, so you're going to go to you're giving other people who are not the police a chance to interact with you and observe that you're intoxicated, people who don't care about your case, they don't care about making an arrest, but they're going to notice if you smell like alcohol. They're going to notice, for instance, if you're slurred speech, and then they're going to do blood work on you and tests, and that's going to notice also if there's alcohol. Now, obviously, there's problems down the road for the prosecution. They might have to get those people into court, but you're just giving them another angle on proving that you're drunk, and you're really not delaying anything.
Right, you're not. I mean, it's not like they just...
You're not avoiding. You're just delaying a little bit some things. Like
Right.
It's not like they leave you at the hospital and be like,
Like,
all right, we'll check up
goodbye."
on you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Take 2 of these and call me in the morning. Like, no, you're in custody still while you're at the hospital. And you're right. Again, each state might be different, but here in Illinois, And I assume everywhere, medical staff can treat you by taking your blood, right? I mean, that's someone comes in complaining of injuries or whatever. It's the medical staff's job to treat that person. They don't want somebody dying in their, ER, emergency room. So they're oftentimes going to take blood, identify what's going on. Are they diabetic? If they consume drugs, whatever. There's plenty of medical reasons to take blood. And that includes a toxicology report.
Also, you're opening yourself up to a DUI kit. Most of these officers are not going to do a DUI blood draw on somebody like this in the field. It's too much work. But they're at the hospital already. The person's being a jerk.
Yep.
Hey, I got that one in my trunk. Let's get her done.
Exactly right.
That's not smart.
Yep. So what Tristan is saying is, even if it's not medically necessary or the hospital staff doesn't deem that they need to take blood and don't take a toxicology report, that can be done at the officer's request then. They typically won't do it on a little misdemeanor DUI like this here in Illinois. But yeah, you're right. If you already got a phlebotomist right there, here's my law enforcement DUI kit, jar of blood.
Yeah.
Right.
I can feel my legs, I can't feel my hands.
Why?
And my chest hurts.
Okay, we got rescue en route. How's your legs feel?
Huh?
Are you injured anywhere else?
I said my arms, not my legs.
Okay,
I said my chest and my arms are numb.
Is your chest still numb?
Yes,
Are your
still.
arms
No,
still numb?
I didn't say my chest was numb. I said my arms
Your
were
arms are-
numb. Yes,
okay,
I
are they
could not
still
feel
numb?
them. It's probably the mixture of the cold and the fact that you slammed me down. So yes.
Well, you
yes,
tried to
ma'am.
take us off on us, so
I realize that.
and
But
put your
yes,
car in
ma'am.
drive, so that's on you now.
Yes, ma'am. I
And you've
realize
been a police
that.
officer, so
I realize that, but
another charge.
I'm telling you, yes, that
Okay.
they are still very numb.
Right, anything else injured on you? Because rescue's gonna ask.
What?
I said, is anything else injured?
My head hurts a little bit.
Head hurts
Probably
a little
gave
bit?
me a concussion when you slammed my head.
Your head wasn't slammed on the ground.
Yeah, my face was on the floor.
Your head was not slammed on the ground, though.
No, my head hit the floor on my own.
On your own? Okay.
Like, due to you guys slamming me on the floor. So yeah, my head does hurt. I'm really just trying to cooperate. Like, oh my God, you already looked up my file. I went to U-High. I'm a good kid. I'm not
You literally bit
trying
a
to play
police officer.
around. Because you tried, like, literally pulling me out of the car,
Because
and
you
I
tried
know
to
all
run.
about police brutality. I'm scared for my life that you're gonna shoot me. That's what I'm scared about.
okay.
That's why.
Oh, wow.
Hello, sir.
So she resisted arrest, tried to run us over,
And
she got body slammed to the
excuse
ground.
me, and I have scrapes.
So-
I don't know if you can see my hands. If you'd like to see them, there's open.
She's complaining
Her
of
arms are
There's
numb.
open
And she
scars.
said her chest hurts.
There's open scars on my hand. My head hurts, and my hands are numb. All three of those. Go for it.
So you want to go to the hospital and get checked out?
If you'd like, can you do all those things though before? Like treat all those things before you take me to the hospital,
We
or are
can,
you
like-
gonna do it all there?
So we can like take
What's
vital
wrong with that?
You
signs
can't do
for
a
ya,
concussion
and then
test
we can go to
here.
the hospital.
You can't do a concussion test right now?
Not really.
Okay, then fine. I'll go with you guys.
Jahda Davis was charged with felony aggravated battery of a peace officer,
bit him.
resisting a peace officer, driving under the influence of alcohol, and fleeing or attempting to elude officers.
All right, there we go. Let's break this down. Now, we like to give grades. So, if you are defending this girl, how did she do? What's your grade? Did she make your job hard or did she make your job easy, Shahina?
Initially, before she was placed in the handcuffs, I would say she made my life a lot easier. No matter what happens at the station, it's still a very good fields, very good cooperation from her end. Even though she was a little argumentative in the beginning, she's young.
Yep.
She made it worse by like having the faith of the officer, like I'm doing this a favor for you to get out of the car to pee, and then she tries to run away. Not only that, she's like slamming the door, biting the officer, trying to resist.
So you think that was a bad idea,
That
do
was
you?
a very bad idea, like a straight F.
Straight F on
Yeah.
that. Yes, I agree with you. Tristan, what do you think?
I mean, I give her a little bit higher grade because I think to me she made things really easy. I would just sit her down with this video and I'd be like, we gotta plead. There's no possible defense in this case.
No, this is pretty bad.
Yeah. She was doing great. Like a lot of people, she was doing great. Like in the beginning, yeah, she was a little argumentative, but she's trying to protect herself. I get it. She's young. She was into those fields were amazing. Those were amazing. The problem is you can do as well as you want on anything, but after you blow over .08, you are screwed. It does not matter how good you're doing. Nothing matters.
Yes.
That was when things went downhill. I knew she was going to do that.
Right.
And then the fleeing and come on, that's just adding insult to injury. That was just terrible.
Yeah, just a bad choice, obviously.
It could have just been a DUI.
Yep.
Right.
A misdemeanor. So, yes, I agree with you. So, what's your grade?
So I would give her like a D.
Okay, just sympathetic.
Just
D.
because she did make it really easy. Once you see all that, you're like, if DUI is the least of your problems here.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right. It is, and that is totally true, right? There's misdemeanors, and then there's felonies. And then there's traffic tickets. Traffic tickets, misdemeanors, felonies. The traffic ticket could have been just the light. Obviously, then the taillight's out. Becomes a misdemeanor investigation with the DUI. She gets then handcuffed, and he says, "I'm arresting you for a misdemeanor DUI." Nobody wants that. Like, I don't wish that on anybody. It's terrible. That stinks. That sucks. But it's way better than a felony ag bat to appeal.
That's true.
Aggravated battery to a police officer, resisting, fleeing, and eluding a conviction for that is going to, revoke your license, suspend or revoke your license. So it's just, now you're likely a convicted felon after this.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be hard to get these all knocked back down to misdemeanors, I think. Probably pretty unlikely, even though we know it's just a one-time dumb kid mistake. But the biting of the officer and all that stuff, you're just not going to get a prosecutor who's going to say, you know what, we'll dismiss that. You know what, we'll knock that back down to a misdemeanor. No, this girl's probably walking away with a felony record. So, yes, I agree. I got to give her an F because she made her own semi-bad problem way, way bad. All right. How did these officers do?
I would give them an A. I think initially when he approached her, I didn't really think that he had enough reasonable grounds to conduct the SFSTs, but it escalated, and I think I liked how he gave her the opportunity to first go pee with the female officer, then again to get out of handcuffs. And I don't think he put her in the back of the squad car. He put her in the front for some reason, but
interesting. Okay.
He let her do that. And then I know he slammed her, but I don't know what else you do when you're getting bitten by a little 20-year-old.
I don't know either.
But I think they handled well. They called the EMT, try to mitigate the situation.
Right. Yep. Tristan?
Yeah, I give him a pretty high grade, either a B plus or an A minus. I mean, she seemed pretty good in the beginning. I don't know what he smelled. That's my caveat. But if she didn't smell terribly of alcohol, I do question why he blew this thing up to a full DUI investigation. But again, I don't know what he smelled.
In hindsight, he was right.
In hindsight, he was 100% correct.
Right.
That's my only caveat. So I guess maybe I'd be fair and say an A because I'm not going to hold it against him without knowing the odors on scene.
Yeah, I agree too. I mean, we purposely we're trained to pick apart, all these things that the officer does.
But no, he did pretty well.
He did, yeah. I mean, I give him an A on that too, both of them, because that's definitely a reason to stop somebody. Yeah. We're talking about these milestones quickly, right? Definitely a reason to stop somebody. He articulated his suspicion, right? Even for the camera, right? Or for his partner. Gets her out of the car, even though she nailed those fields as far as we're concerned. Yeah. She made that choice to do that breathalyzer right there, right? And then that's the PBT. And then, we can assume, because she was asking for more breathalyzers, she would have done that breathalyzer back at the station. That's where she really, really went wrong.
Right.
And then just when you think, it's like, what a terrible decision to do that breathalyzer and want to do more breathalyzers. You're like, you can't get any more done than that. She finds a way to flee and drive away and all that, right? So it bites the officer. So, yeah, I mean, the officers did a pretty darn good job on this. And I'm not in a position to criticize them for slamming her. First of all, I couldn't even really see it. And
she was resisting.
She's resisting and fighting and biting, and you can't let her drive away like that.
No, yeah.
You can't.
No.
Not when she's over the legal limit. You can't.
And I would say if you do the first breathalyzer, you might as well just do the second, because you're gonna lose your hearing for the driver's license with that first breathalyzer result. Sure. And if you refuse the second, okay, then you're going to get 12-month suspension. You might as well just do them both.
Yeah, but I mean, with a breath at the station, your shot of a reckless goes down, almost out the window.
But given her fields, if she didn't do, if this was an ideal DUI stop and she only took the PBT, goes back to the station and does not blow, it would be a good case.
It might be, yeah. But in general, the people that only do half the tests, I'm like, well, so now you're looking at 12 months.
Right,
and
yeah.
we still might not be able to win your case.
Yeah, that's true.
Versus like, oh, you're only got 6 months at least. That's something.
All right, let's reverse engineer this as DUI lawyers. What is the for the defendant, right? The person in trouble or potentially in trouble. What's the best case scenario? Don't drink and drive, folks. Never a good idea. Okay, now you get pulled over. You're in this situation. Do you admit to drinking any alcohol?
I think no.
No.
Even when you're like pressured under that, I smell it. Are you admitting to you as the driver drinking alcohol?
I would just change the conversation. I would just be like, officer, if you're going to arrest me, I'd like you to do so. Otherwise, I think I'm fine and I'd like to be free to go.
Yes.
And they're going to arrest you.
They're gonna arrest you.
But I wouldn't want to insult the guy and be like, no, I didn't have anything to drink
Right,
when
of
I'm
course
reeking
not.
of alcohol.
Right.
But I also wouldn't want to be on record saying, yes, I had something to drink.
Right, exactly. And then, you typically, I would say, don't do the field sobriety test. We have plenty of examples where people are proven to be sober and don't do great on the fields because it's hard.
Initially, when you get stopped, any innocent question can be held against you. Like, where are you coming from? Where are you going? If say you're going north and you're somewhere in the middle of nowhere near your house, it can be held against you. So I would do what one politician did when he was pulled over. The officer came up to his window. He said, here's my ID. Here's my insurance. I'm not going to answer any other questions.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, where are you coming from? Where are you going? How much you had to drink? Nothing. So I would answer no questions. I would not do any tests. I mean, that would be the best case scenario, right?
Yes. That's coming from somebody who doesn't drink.
Yeah. No.
Just to be clear.
Yes.
Just to be clear, you're not getting a DUI anytime soon, right?
No.
But you're right. Like, that is good legal advice. Whether you've been drinking or not, again, don't drink and drive, folks. But that is good legal advice because you're not inadvertently giving them anything that can be used against you. This girl, don't do the fields. You're probably not going to come out ahead. This is one of those ones where she does the fields and conceivably could have came out ahead.
Right.
If she'd stopped right there.
And those fields, I think, would be in some ways mitigating because clearly, if you're a judge, you watch that, okay, yes, she's technically over the limit, but she seemed pretty well put together. She's not having any troubles with balance, coordination, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I could see it as being a reason to go a little easier on her in the end.
Yes, if it had ended there.
If that was where it was, that was all it was.
Yes. Now this case is probably unlikely to go to trial, and the judge is never going to see those fields. All right, there's a wrap. I mean, that one really escalated quickly. Tristan, you had a good summary for this?
Peeing and fleeing.
She went from peeing to fleeing, and that was obviously a bad decision. Of course, a bad idea to have some drinks and get behind the wheel in the first place. But boy, can these just shows you like how these things can be exacerbated, right? One bad decision can lead to much, much, much worse decisions. So stay safe out there, folks, and don't repeat everything you see on this channel.